Hello, I am making this video for teachers internship program for an academy. To this video, I want to introduce myself in short. My name is Rajkumar Ramkonda Patil. My qualification is MSc BEd. My subject is physics. I have 23 years of experience for teaching 11th and 12th level science. I can teach board exam, NEET, J and CT exams also. Especially, I want to apply for teaching NEET. This is I have lots of experience for teaching such exams, and I have my own question bank which will help student to score more marks. Now, I want to explain my 100 hours planning. In my next 100 hours, I going to complete these four major topics. First one is current electricity, for which I require 30 hours. My second topic is superposition of waves, which require 30 hours. Third one is ray optics, that one also require 30 hours. Fourth one is magnetic materials, that require 10 hours. So I'm going to complete these four topics in next 100 hours. Let's see in short which topics I'm going to complete or which points I'm going to explain and the number of lectures required. For current electricity, total I require 30 hours. Out of these 30 hours, first I want to explain the concept of current, for which it requires 1.5 hour. Second one is drift velocity. This concept or this one is very important point, and often questions were asked on this drift velocity concept. So for to explain drift velocity and to take maximum problems, I require 3 hours. The next point from this topic is Ohm's law. This is a very important point, and very frequently questions were asked on this point. Therefore, I want to explain this point in 3 hours. Next one is series and parallel combinations of the resistances. For this also I require 3 hours. The next point from this topic is series and parallel combination of cells. This also important one, in which we discuss what is the effective EMF of series combination of cells and effective EMF of parallel combination of cells. This also require 3 hours. Next one is very important and very interesting topic, that is the Kirchhoff's laws. There are two laws of Kirchhoff's laws, and questions were asked from this point also frequently. Therefore, I require 9 hours to complete Kirchhoff's laws and to explain the problems related to Kirchhoff's laws. Then next point is Wheaton's net bridge and Wheaton's network. This require 3 hours. Potentio, next point is potentiometer. In potentiometer, there are varieties of problems, and to complete all types of problems, I require 3 hours. And the last point from this topic is conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. or galvanometer into voltmeter. I require 1.5 hours to explain these concepts. So this one is the first topic. Now let us see next topic. My next topic is superposition of waves. So this topic is also very important topic as far as NEET exam is concerned. In this topic, uh, first I will complete the basic concepts regarding with the wave motion. That means what is amplitude, what is wave, types of waves, amplitude, frequency, period. Like these concepts I want to explain in my 3 hours of lecture. Then we come across the equation of simple harmonic progressive wave and problems regarding to the uh, equation of simple harmonic progressive wave. For this I require 3 hours. Then velocity of transverse waves and velocity of longitudinal waves. In this point we will cover the formulas of the velocity of transverse wave and velocity of longitudinal wave, that is the sound wave, in which we cover Newton's formula and Laplace formula, why Laplace correction is required to the Newton's formula, and the velocity of sound depends upon different factors. We are going to study the effect of these factors, that is the effect of pressure, effect of temperature, effect of humidity, effect of density, like that. For this purpose I want 3 hours. Then very important point from this topic is Doppler's effect. There are different cases of Doppler's effect. All we are going to study in 3 hours. Then superposition of waves. We are going to explain or understand the concept of superposition of waves. For this purpose I require 3 hours. Then formation of beats. What are beats and what is the expression for beat frequency? What are the applications of beats and problems related to the beats? Then in this topic we next see what is the stationary wave, formation of stationary wave and stationary wave on the strings. What are nodes, what are antinodes, what is the distance between node and node, node and node, fundamental frequency. All these concepts we will cover in this point. For that purpose I require 6 hours. In the this next point, there is depends upon, again this is a stationary wave formed in a pipe closed at one end and closed at open end, or vibrations of air column. For this purpose I require 6 hours. So this one is the second topic. Then the third topic, it is also very important, that is the ray optics. Ray optics I require 30 hours. In these 30 hours we will study reflection of light, then refraction of light from plane surface, total internal reflection, for which I require 6 hours, refraction of light from curved surface, single curved surface, very important and confusing point, I require for this 6 hours. Then we come across what is lens makers formula. In this lens makers formula we will solve problems related to the lenses. Then we will study the combination of lens and mirror, how the images are formed by combination of lenses and combination of lens and mirror. And finally we will discuss some optical instruments like simple pendulum, compound pendulum and telescope. For that purpose I require 3 hours. So in all this topic requires 30 hours. So this is the planning. Then my My next topic is magnetic materials. Very simple topic. In this topic, we will study basic terms related to the magnet. That is the what is pole strength, magnetic length, geometric length, magnetic dipole moment. Like this, we will study in first 4 hours. Then we will study the bar magnet in external magnetic field. What happens when a bar magnet is placed in external magnetic field? Torque acting on the bar magnet, work done or potential energy. Then we study the magnetic dipole moment of electron moving around the nucleus. What is Bohr's magneton? What is the magnetic dipole moment of the electron? Like that. Then we come across types of magnetic materials. There are three types of magnetic material: paramagnetic material, ferromagnetic material, and diamagnetic material. We will study all these materials properties and what is the difference between them. Then Curie's law, hysteresis, all these points we will study. For this purpose I require 3 hours, and in all I require 10 hours for magnetic material. So this is the short explanation of my 100 hours of lectures, which I will teach four major topics. Okay, this is the short explanation. Now, so here I am explaining in short concept of current. Consider this is a conductor. So in this conductor there are lots of free electrons moving in random direction. But if you connect this conductor to a battery, suppose a cell and conductor, let's call this conductor as A B, then what happens? The electrons from this conductor, they start to move towards the positive terminal of the cell, because electrons carry negative charge, therefore they are attracted towards the positive terminal of the cell. That means the flow of electrons starts. This flow of electrons means the flow of charges. This flow of charge is called as current. Basically, our very simple definition of current is, what is current? Flow of charge. But more precisely or more correct definition is, current means a rate of flow of charges. That means how many charge flows through the conductor in 1 second, and therefore the formula for current, basic formula, is given by I equal to dq by dt, that is the rate of flow of charges. Now let's see what is the unit of current. So from this formula we can say that current is nothing but charge upon time. Therefore unit of current is equal to unit of charge, that is coulomb, upon unit of time, that is second, or this is also called as ampere, and it is denoted by capital A. Okay, so rate of flow of charges, that means how much charge flows through a given cross section in 1 second, that is called as current. Okay, in my next lecture we will see different situations or different formulas to calculate the current through the conductor. Okay, we can use Ohm's law, or there are lots of formulas which are frequently used to calculate current, and these formulas are very important to solve the problems from the NEET exam.